Right, it's a good time to be an Alien and a Predator fan, I think. I know some will dispute that, but we are getting a brand new Alien series coming out literally next month now. A TV series in Alien? Mad. Which I'm really looking forward to. I've already done a video on it once, or I've done a video on it today. So there's going to be a lot more ramping up about that. But we've also got, of course, Predator Badlands, which some people like, some people dislike the look of. I understand both sides of it. And obviously this movie will connect to Alien, or the Alien universe anyway. And Dan Trachtenberg has basically come out and absolutely unequivocally confirmed it. I do think it was confirmed anyway, obviously. Like, really, obviously. But it's nice to have confirmation. And it's nice to have the sort of reasoning behind why. And he's also seemingly confirmed in this piece with Empire, that there is 0 humans in this movie. Now, I will say, Empire cocked up on the last article they released with Dan Trachtenberg. So I'm not going to completely take their word for it here, alright? They released an image of 2 predators, and they were like, oh, that's Deck, the lead character, the lead predator. They're like, that's Deck and his dad. And then Dan Trachtenberg went on Twitter and was like, that's not his dad. Like, how do you mess it up? What is wrong with you? Anyway, thought we'd take a look at this because it is interesting. And some of you guys may want to, know this. I want to know this. So, yeah, hit subscribe if you're new here. Do turn those bell notifications on. And let's take a look. So, Dan Trachtenberg teases Predator Badlands alien connection. I know a company that makes robots. And this is all what it hinges on, is that he didn't want any humans in the movie, which, okay, well, that does indicate that there are no humans in this movie then. So anyway, let's take a look. So, when the trailer for Predator Badlands dropped, one detail in particular blew fans' minds. It wasn't the fact that the protagonist this time is the Predator, or Yautja, itself, an underdog by the name of Deck. It wasn't the wall of skulls that demanded an immediate pause and zoom. I mean, that did blow people's minds. Alright, there was the Independence Day skull. That definitely blew people's minds. It wasn't the wall of blah blah blah. Nor was it the gigantic beastie seen pelting towards our hero in the final second. No. It was a brief shot of Elle Fanning's character seemingly held up in some kind of tree structure. For a split second, her eyes rolled back, revealing a killer detail. A logo for Weyland-Yutani, the evil corporation from the Alien franchise. Naturally, it got tongues wagging that an Alien vs Predator rematch may already be underway. I hope not. Just wait. Just bloody wait, for God's sake. Anyway. In fact, Fanning plays 2 characters in Badlands, one yet to be revealed. They look the same. They're the same model of android, so they look the same. But anyway, one yet to be revealed, and the other being Thea, who, as the trailer reveals, is indeed a Weyland-Yutani android. According to Trachtenberg, it all came from one specific idea. I always wanted no humans in this movie. So I thought it might be fun to have the Predator with a robot. The opportunity to make a connection to Alien was too good to pass up. Then I thought, I know a company that makes robots. So together, Deck and Thea will make for, quote, a fun, mismatched pairing. Okay. One talkative, one laconic. And as exciting and violent as this movie is, the character stuff really pops too. Don't know whether I like the sound of it being fun. Fun, mismatched pairing. I will say this. That does work when it comes to these types of characters in the past. Like, Judge Dredd is paired often with Judge Anderson. And he's paired with Judge Anderson because she is the talkative one. She's the one by which we can question Dredd's moral compass. Because obviously Judge Dredd is good old stony face. Just, you know, the chin of doom, basically. But one thing about, obviously, that statement there is when we look at the trailer, for instance, let's roll this over here a little bit. When we look at the trailer, for instance, there is a shot which now I think makes it a little bit more interesting, actually. As we scroll through all of this. These people. Those people aren't human, are they? If he's saying, categorically, the idea is, I always wanted no humans in this movie. Well, then these guys aren't humans. Right? These dudes, these aren't humans. I'm going to guess, anyway. I don't know. They're not really holding any sort of Weyland-Yutani style guns, though, which is a bit sad. We should have that for sure, but never mind. So these, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to go out on a limb and say these are synthetics. We don't know. Maybe maybe Dan Trachtenberg's going to come out and correct Empire like he did with the last article that they did. Now, as for the whole, it's a fun mismatched pairing. One's very talkative and one, well, it doesn't say very, but one is talkative and one laconic. I don't know. I do think that again, that's like that's a traditional archetype. The pairing is very. It's a tried and true pairing, right? That sort of style does work. We've seen it time and time again in the past. It could actually really work on this. Who knows? We will see, I guess. But there you go. Confirms the alien connection. Doesn't explain why. Just is like, well, yeah, I didn't want any humans. I wanted a robot. So there you go. Hopefully there's a grander plan at play here. One would hope. One would hope that there's a grander plan at play here. I bloody well hope so. Otherwise, you're just pissing into the wind. Throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks, I guess. But this is cool. Again, looks like these dudes are, in fact, synthetics. And one can assume that they are Weyland-Yutani synthetics, chasing after Deck, presumably to, I don't know, hunt him down so they can recapture Thea, the android, I'm going to guess. Maybe. I actually don't know. I did know Weyland-Yutani was going to appear in this. As a company, it was initially just going to be teased at the end, so this is kind of new to me from what I know of the film anyway. So anyway, there you go. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.